Hey, welcome to day 2 of our daily fraction. Okay, you can use highlighter, you can use pencil. Don't use anything dark though, because it'll affect the other side. Okay, now I am going to have you take the whole thing out, because one of the first questions we have to answer is it prime or composite? Now to help you with that, I have the prime number sieve on the back like we used last year, but this one does not have the numbers circled. Now if you have yours from last year or you have your notes from last year, you could always check on that to help you out. But what we did to find them is we went through and we crossed out any multiples of 2, multiples of 3, multiples of 4, all the way up until those numbers that were left over, the only number they were a multiple of was 1 and the number itself. Okay. Now 1 is neither one, so we can put an X in 1. That one is the only number on this page that is neither prime nor composite. But once the circle, we have 2, 3, 5, 7, 9 is composite, so we're going to skip that odd number. 11. 2 is the only even prime number, so every other number we're going to circle now is going to be an odd number. 13, 17, 19, 23, 29, 31, 37, 41, 43, 47, 53, 59, 61, 67, 71, 73, 79, 83, 89, 97, 101, 103, 107, 109, 113, 127, 131, 137, 139, 149, 151, 157, 163, 167, 173, and 179. All right, now that we've got that prime number sieve completed to be able to help us answer the prime and composite question, and put this in. All right, so let's write our beginning fraction. Our denominator is the total amount of school days, which is 180. Our numerator, we are on day 2, so 2. Is that prime or composite? Well, it is circled. It has exactly 2 factors, so it is prime. If it is prime, then our factorization is done. That is its prime factors, 2. So we just have to see if 2 is the greatest common factor. Because if not, then it's 1 and we're done. So let's make our groups of 2. And if you remember, you do not have to make groups of 2 the same way I do, just as long as there's 2 in each group and you don't put the shaded in with the unshaded. So this right here would not be a group, because I've got part shaded, part unshaded. But this would be all shaded, all unshaded, because it just makes it a little trickier, because then you're putting fractions in fractions. Okay. So I have no remainder. That means 2 is our greatest common factor. Now let's go ahead and count how many total groups of 2 we have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 groups of 2 in each row. So I'm going to count by 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90. And I have 1 group of 2 shaded in. Okay, but as always, I have my model prove my answer, but I also want to use my division to prove. So I'm going to divide by my greatest common factor, which is 2. Okay, so now I'm going to divide 180 by 2. Let's see, 2 times 50 gives me 100. Okay, and then I can take that 80, put it up here. Let's see, 2 times 40 gives me 80. And that's it. Numbers the same, zeros a game. 50 plus 40 equals 90. Okay, so now I'm going to do 2. 2 times 1 is 2, numbers the same, zeros a game. So 1 is my quotient. So I still check the same way though. Divisor times quotient plus remainder. Since my remainder is 0, and the identity property of addition says it's going to stay the same, I don't need to worry about adding 0. 2 times 0 is 0. 2 times 9 is 18. That matched my original number, my dividend, so that checks. 2 times 1 is 2. Well, that is the identity property of multiplication. When I multiply by 1, it stays the same. Check. So my fraction is definitely 1/90th. Okay, now I'm going to go fill in my data collection and my number line. Okay, here we have our data collection sheet again. We are still in trimester 1, week 1. Okay, our date for today is 8/9/19, and our fraction for today is 1/90th. Okay, let's go ahead and get out the number line. We did groups of 2 today. So we look for our 2, and that first line we come to, right underneath the line in pencil, you write 1/90. There's a chance you'll be making a mistake with this throughout the year, so it's very important to use pencil to be able to correct that. Now, it needs to be right under the line because that represents that one piece, that first piece. Between 0 and 1 represents the one piece out of the 90 pieces. So it's always directly under the line. And it also, if you notice, lines up with 2/180 because these are equivalent fractions. They show the same total amount. All right, go ahead and put your number line away, erase your worksheet, and thank you for joining me.